Today we will study chapter 2, that is physical quantities and measurements. And in this chapter we are going to cover these topics today: physical quantities, fundamental quantities, derived quantities, measurement of physical quantities and units. Now you must be knowing that measurement plays a very important role in our daily life. For instance, suppose if you go to market to purchase vegetables, you must be seeing that the vegetable seller uses his weighing machine to weigh the vegetables. Okay, so here he puts the vegetables and over here he puts the weight, then only he does the measurement. Or suppose if you want to measure your body temperature, then you can see that you use a thermometer to see the body temperature. Or if you want to go to a tailor to give measurement to get your clothes stitched, the first thing is that the tailor takes your body measurement. So if you don't have measurement, then it won't be possible to get correct judgment. So this measurement can be defined as the process of finding exact value of an unknown quantity by comparing it with a fixed known quantity. So over here, what is unknown quantity? Over here the unknown quantity is weight of vegetables, and known quantity is the weights which the vegetable seller puts over here. If you take body temperature, what is the unknown quantity? Unknown quantity is your fever, means what is your body temperature. And known quantity over here, these are the Fahrenheits or the centigrades which are defined in your thermometer. And if you want to give measurement to your body, so of your body, so what is the unknown quantity over here? Obviously your length, your height, that is the unknown quantity. And known quantity here, this is the length, this is the measuring tape over here where the length is described. So this is how we can get the measurement of anything. We can get the exact value of an unknown quantity by comparing it with a known fixed quantity. This is measurement. Now next topic is physical quantities. What is physical quantity? All the quantities that can be measured are called physical quantities. And some examples like length, mass, area, time, temperature and volume. You know that we can measure all these quantities. We can find the length of anything, we can find mass, we can find area, we can find time, we can find temperature and we can find volume. So these are some of the physical quantities. These physical quantities can be further divided into two parts, means they are of two kinds: fundamental quantities and derived quantities. So let's see what is fundamental quantity. Fundamental quantities are those quantities that are unique and do not depend on any other quantity. For example, length, mass, time, temperature. If you have idea about length, mass, time and temperature, you know that these are unique quantity and they do not depend upon any other quantity. Now what this is exactly, you will understand when we will study the definition of derived quantity. So let us see what is this. Derived quantities are those quantities that are dependent on fundamental quantities. So whenever we are finding out these derived quantities, we must have fundamental quantities, then only we will be able to find out these derived quantities. For instance, suppose if I take speed, all of you know what speed is. Speed means distance traveled per unit time. For instance, suppose if you are traveling by a car, then how much distance that car have covered within a particular period of time, that is called as speed. Now here speed, this is dependent upon two quantities, that is length and time. How? Because you know that speed is equals to distance traveled per unit time. So distance traveled, that is your length, and per unit time is your time. So this this derived quantity, that is speed, is totally dependent upon two fundamental quantities. They are length and time. That is why this we say that derived quantities are those quantities which are dependent on fundamental quantity, and this fundamental quantity, they are unique and they are not dependent on any other quantity. Now, how measurement of physical quantities are done. So if you go to market to buy vegetables, you must have seen that the vegetable seller, in one side, in his weighing machine, in one side he puts the vegetables, and other side he will put the weight, the standard weight. So first let us see what is the definition. So whenever we measure an unknown quantity, we do so by comparing it with some known quantity. This quantity is known as unit of measurement, and in order to measure any physical quantity, we should know the following things. We should know unit of measurement and we should know magnitude of measurement. Now let's understand this. This we have already studied. To know measurement of any physical quantity, we have to compare it with some known quantities. So over here, unknown quantities, these are these potatoes. We don't know what is the weight of these potatoes. So how we can find out the measurement or the weight of this potatoes? We can find out by measuring it with some known quantities which is there in the other side of the weighing machine. So here, unit of measurement, what is unit of measurement? That is kg, because here some weights are kept which is in terms of kg, and magnitude of measurement means how much times that kg is there in a particular thing, like how many kgs are there in this potatoes. Now we can represent the measurement of physical quantity as the product of its magnitude and unit. Here we have a relation. This P stands for physical quantity, N is your magnitude, and U is unit of measurement. Means suppose if you are measuring anything, so this can this is your physical quantities whose weight you are trying to find out, and that can be represented in terms of N and U. What is N? N is the magnitude and U is the unit of measurement. Now let's understand this with an example over here. Suppose a bucket weighs 2 kg. So over here the physical quantity is a bucket. Bucket is a physical quantity. So we can write down that bucket equals to 2 kg. Now what is this 2 kg? Then kg is the unit of measurement. Unit of measurement, this is U, and 2 represents that the unit kilogram is included 2 times in the mass of this bucket. So this is how we can represent, we can have a relation between physical quantity, magnitude and unit of measurement. So just now we studied about relation between physical quantity, magnitude and unit. So let's understand what is unit. A unit may be defined as a fixed quantity that is used as a standard for measuring physical quantities. So this is a standard which can be used for measuring any physical quantity. It is of two types. One is standard unit and non-standard unit. Now here you can see these are some non-standard units. These were used years back because and these units, they are not reliable, because these units, they will not give you the exact measurement. So some of the non-standard unit, as you can see in the picture, you have hand span. This is hand span. This is cubit. This is 1 fathom, means if you put two hands stretched and if you're trying to measure anything, that is your fathom. Then this is foot. You sometimes people used to use measure anything by their foot or their pace or step also. But these units, they are not reliable, because each time you do measurement using these units, you will get different measurement. So in order to avoid confusion in measurement and to maintain uniformity, some standard units were developed. And these standard units, here we have three standard units. First is CGS, that is centimeter, gram, second system. The centimeter is used to measure length, gram for mass, second for time. Then we have FPS, foot, pound, second. Foot is for measuring length, pound for mass, second for time. Then we have MKS system, that is meter, kilogram and second. So this meter is used to measure length, kilogram for mass and second for time. So these units, they were developed to get exact measurement of any quantity. So these are the topics which we studied today. We studied about physical quantities, we studied fundamental quantities, we studied about derived quantities, we studied measurement of physical quantities, and we also studied about units.